They say it's all in my head, I still feel the pain. Every time it's cold and every time it rain, feel like ice water running through my veins. Since the day I got hit, I ain't been the same. See my dog die, they blew out his brains all on the window, feel like window pane. Had to suck it up and told it to the game. Glizzy on my hip, I'm standing on my name. I'm a soul.
Alright, so this story here, I'ma call this story here The Victim from God. You hear me? Cause I'm talking about real talk. This shit was crazy. But this what happened. This when we were still staying in Second Ward and shit, you hear me? We were still staying on Johnson and Columbus. And my partner Mike, this nigga was hungry. Like he was like hungry one night. And we ain't have no fucking money. I'm talking about we ain't have no money, you hear me? So nigga like fuck. My partner like he fucking hungry, you hear me? And this nigga like a little brother to me, you hear me? So me and Twin Mike, his cousin, you hear me? We go out on a mission. We like, bitch, you gonna eat tonight. Don't even much trip, you hear me? Like I said, I love this nigga like a brother. So I'm like, you gonna eat tonight. Don't even much trip, you hear me? I don't care. We gotta go rob somebody to get some money to get you something to eat. So we like really stand on that shit. And we go out there, you hear me? I'm talking about me and Twin Mike really walked all the way down into the French Quarter, you hear me? We walked all the way to the French Quarters and shit. And then nigga like, when we get to the French Quarters and shit, and we like, boy, we can't just rob them about our shit, like, you hear me? So we go, so now we gonna walk back to the Seventh Ward and shit, you hear me? So we get on Esplanade and Claiborne. And so when we get right there, as we walking, we get to Esplanade and what is that? The street before Prayer? I think that was the street before Prayer. Freddie Johnson. The fuck that is? Fuck, I forgot. I want to say Miro so bad, but I really don't believe it's Miro. But we get right there on that street, the street before Prayer, Esplanade, and they got this white dude riding a bike, you heard me? And he look like a chef or some shit, or he like somebody going over, I don't know. But he riding on a bike, you heard me? So that boy Twin Mike like, shit, we about to get him, you heard me? Boop! Hit that boy, you heard me? That boy flip off the bike. That boy flip off the bike, you heard me? That boy tell me, that boy, you heard me? Nigga go get that boy bag and shit, run his pockets, you heard me? He had a few dollars on him. But now that's why I call him the victim from God, you hear me? Cause this nigga had like a lunch, and it was like a perfectly well prepared sandwich. Like it was this nice ass, good ass sandwich or whatever, with the chips and the drinks and all that shit. A big bottle of wine. He had the fucking iPod thing. The fuck else he had? He had a few dollars. And he had something else. Cause I knew we had sold that shit. He had something else besides the iPod or whatever. But like, after we do that, we run back to the house and shit, you hear me? And we get my partner Mike food and all that. And that boy like, son, this is like the best fucking sandwich I ever had in my life, you hear me? And there was some kind of, like before they had all the more like organic chips and all this shit, this nigga had some shit like that. This nigga like, this the best sandwich and best chips he ever had in his life. And he like fucking drank off the chain. He like the best fucking meal he ever had in his fucking life now. So nigga like, damn, like son, like God sent this nigga to us, son. I told you was gonna eat, you hear me? He was like, damn, this nigga said the funniest shit. At that time, it wasn't funny, it was the real shit. He was like, God, you looked out for me. On some shit like, for a nigga struggling in the hood, son. It was like, God looked out for a nigga, son. Even though dude had to be a victim, you hear me? It was like, you know, it was real like that. Nigga ain't know how the fuck they was gonna eat sometimes and shit, unless a nigga, you know what I'm saying, was hustling or robbing and shit. Like, it was really like that, son. And that night, unfortunately, a nigga had to be a victim for my dog to eat. But he ate And he was like, it was the best one of the best meals he ever had in his life, son. And so that's why I say that's the victim from God, you hear me? If you ever see this, my nigga, sorry for doing that to you, dog. For real. Nigga was on in another time in their life, you hear me? At another time in their life. But, you know what I'm saying? That's that. Culture.